A blessed day, everyone. I'm Kim Ponce, and in this video, we will be discovering on how to use the PHET simulations. By the way, what is PHET simulations? PHET simulations contains an interactive research-based simulations that teach science and math concepts. They are created by the University of Colorado Boulder. It is free to run online because it has open source and translated over 121 languages. And now let's start. With your internet connection, open your Google app and search PHET simulations, as in PHET. So here it is. Click the PHET as shown here in our screen. In PHET, you can choose different subjects you wanted to simulate, such as physics, math and statistics, chemistry, earth and space, and biology. In this video, we will be choosing physics as an example of our simulations. Upon clicking physics, it also shows different dimensions of physics, which you can enjoy your learning. It includes buoyancy, magnets and compass, sound waves, calculus, and many more. And now I will be clicking the buoyancy as an example of our PHET simulations. Upon opening it, it has sample of learning targets or objectives. And it's up to you if you will use it or you will make another objectives to fit to your discussions. So now, just click the play button of Buoyancy Basics. After loading, click Compare. So what is buoyancy? Buoyancy is a tendency of an object to float or rise when submerged to fluid. In buoyancy, we will consider the relationship between mass, volume, and density to know how the object is buoyant or capable of floating. And now for our first example, we will be clicking the same mass with different volumes. It means they have also different densities. So here, for example, in our simulation as showed here, the two objects have same mass of 4 kg. So as we simulate, we will submerge it to water. The first object with 4 kg and has lower volume sinks, while the 4 kg object with greater volume floats. It means at the same mass, lower volume is denser and greater volume is more buoyant or less dense. And now let's proceed to the second example. How about if we click the same volume with different mass and densities? So for example, in the simulation showed here, we have a 10 kg object and the other is 2 kg object. So when we submerge the fluid, the greater mass sinks with 10 kg mass because it is denser than 2 kg, which is more buoyant or less dense. It means greater mass is denser and lower mass is buoyant with the same volume. And now let's proceed to our third example. How about if we click the same density? So whatever the volume or mass it has, if we have the same density, the two objects may float or it becomes buoyant if it has less density, and it will sink if the two objects has higher density. So when object with the same density submerged to fluid, in our example here, an object with greater volume of 1 kg mass and lesser volume with lesser mass of 0.50 kg, together, they float because they have the same density. In conclusion, the buoyancy of an object depends on its density. The lower the density, the greater the buoyancy of an object. And that's all for our examples on how to use PHET simulations. I hope you enjoy learning with me. Continue to explore PHET simulations with other subjects. Thank you for watching!